I make some ugly shit sometimes. We come to this joint. It's only right. Flip it, flip it, flip it, flip it, flip it. Yo.
Good.
Mac, man, how you feeling, big dog?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm chilling. How about you?
Bro, hey, I'm blessed, man. Fresh off the road, bro. We just got back from Blue Springs, Missouri, bro, right beside Kansas, man. Shout out T So Ghostly, man. My homie Kayvon had a show out there in Blue Springs. That shit went well. We had a good time. Did some dope networking. Met some dope artists, man. Like I said, shout out to Venom Stay Drippin'. Shout out to Desi. Shout out to Nico Nas. There was some dope Lido, Tiny Toon, Tabo the Truth, bro. They out there, bro, and the Strange Music family strong out there, man. Like, there's a lot of people grinding out there, like, you know what I mean, around that Strange Music family. So shout out to Tech Nine, just everybody that put the promoter, the person who building it was, man. It was just a dope thing to see people, you know what I'm saying, pushing, like, you know what I mean, and a lot of independent artists out there doing their thing. So that was dope for me. But no, I'm fresh off, bro. I still ain't no jet lag. I got the whip lag. Motherfucker was in the boat.
Man, on a mission, working
for real, man. But hey, also, bro, had some of that barbecue, bro. Listen, that joint was crazy. I ain't even know, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even no big barbecues, you know what I'm saying, fan, but bro, had some delicious ass barbecue, bro. And the owner, shout out 325 barbecue. That joint, listen, and the owner came out, chopped it up with us, and then she bought us like some extra smoke. She bought some smoked turkey. She brought some sweet potatoes.
Hey.
Bro, she brought some sweet potatoes out there that we ain't, you know what I'm saying? That nobody asked for. She was like, this y'all first time? We was like, nah, well, it was mine. It was their second time, because when they went last year, they had stopped there. So she was like, oh, y'all got to try this. Bro, brought us like 3 extra things. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, this love right here, bro.
Hell yeah.
So it was cool. But, nah, bro, other than that, Mac, like I said, bro, I'm blessed, highly favored. I just like being around people with that good energy, with the, you know, who's still pushing, who's still chasing, like, who's still trying to pursue and get better. It's like, that's hard to find out here. So, but nah, man, other than that, Mac is glad. I'm blessed to be back doing it, you know what I'm saying, another episode of this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
sir.
To get back to, you know what I mean, get back to what we do, you know what I'm saying? So,
that's a fact.
Mac, I know we got some
boy, yeah, we got some hot topics.
They hot and heavy, pause. But
yes,
I'm gonna let you set it off, because like I said, you more well versed in a couple of these topics than me. I've been, you know what I'm saying, I've been paying attention, but I know you know more details, so I'm gonna let you set it off, and then we can give our opinions on the situation. So
so
what you want to set it off with first?
I'll set it off with the recent thing that been happening. The most recent, this Carmelo Anthony situation, man. Young kid, you know what I'm saying? He was at a high school event, some sporting event or whatever, you know, where they chilling out under the tents and stuff like that. And he got invited over there by one of his friends that he knew. So he's sitting down chilling, you know, and the guy, the alleged victim, come over there trying to bully him or whatever. They get into it, you know what I'm saying? Ended up getting stabbed in the chest, and he passed away. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a twin. It was. Matter of fact, it was both of them. Both of them was jumping on. And they got a history. I heard that one of the twins broke his dad's collarbone.
I heard that too.
It was some mess going on. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it was this big uproar behind it, you know what I'm saying? Like, saying that it's a self-defense side, and then you got the other side saying he shouldn't have did that, whatever. But he ended up getting sentenced to, I think, about 32 years. But I already know they're going to appeal it. You know what I'm saying? Because allegedly, I don't know how true it is, but the dad and the DA and was it the judge? Definitely the dad and the DA know each other. It's a picture of them all hanging out together. The judge, the DA, and the dad. You know what I'm... And it's just crazy, man. I was like, yo...
The connections, bro.
It's crazy. You know, and to be honest, like in that situation, like everybody was saying, if the roles were reversed racially, he would have got off. Cause that one boy, Kyle Rittenhouse, when he went up there with the AR and shot that dude, and took his arm off, and he was only 17, was supposed to be with no rifle. His mom brought him up there and dropped him off. All of that, you know what I'm saying? He got off, but
that shit crazy, bro.
It's just it's been a mess, you know. It's bad, man. It's bad, but he definitely gonna appeal, and it trickled down this rabbit hole with him to his like dad. They questioning what his dad doing with the money. His spent the money, bought a house, bought a car with all the donations, you know. But I'm not sure about that part. But as far as donations, I did see that Cardi B dropped $5 million for the case and the lawyers. So. Yeah, for Carmelo Anthony. So when they appeal, he'll have a team.
Yeah, that's clutch.
You know what I'm saying? But it's bad, man. And
shout out Cardi for that.
Shout out to Cardi. He only like 16, 17, something like that. Just turned 17 maybe. But yeah, it's more to this story. But on the outside looking in, how you feel about it?
Man, Mac, like I said, thank you for, you know what I'm saying, giving me more details, giving them, you know what I mean, a more deep dive into it. But I definitely heard a couple things. I heard the same thing you heard about one of the twins, you know what I mean, actually messing, you know what I mean, breaking their dad, you know what I mean, breaking their dad down. I just heard they beat their dad up. I didn't know they broke that man collarbone. So, you know what I'm saying? So that means that you've got a history of, you know what I'm saying? And it could have been, you know, people get into it with their parents, especially, you know what I'm saying, young boys. You know what I mean? They're going to get into it with their father. You know what I mean? It's going to happen. But I personally think, Mac, man, it's just sad that this shit is still going on today. You know what I'm saying? As far as, to me personally, like, where two dudes from a different, and like I said, we get bullied. You can get bullied by your own people too. You know what I'm saying? That happens all the time.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? That happen all the time. Black people, you know what I'm saying, or bully other black people, take their shoes, take whatever. You know what I'm saying? It happens. But for two Caucasian dudes growing up, twins, already got a history of being a menace. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all rolling up, and I feel like they used to, like you said, if they got a history of being bullies, then they not used to people fighting back for real. They used to, you know what I'm saying? They used to just rolling on people, and it's like, oh, here come the twins, man. Why, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like they got some, like they two young Debos. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, take your chain. Tuck your chain, Bulls is coming. You feel what I'm saying? So I know Bull, for Bull to keep that knife on him, you can keep that knife on you for other reasons, but I feel like you keep that knife for people like that. You get what I'm saying?
Listen,
like,
let me interject real quick, because I'm glad you said that. In the incident, it's a video, and they not releasing the video for some reason, but they always release everything else.
Yeah,
but anyway, but so in the report, he put his hand in his book bag, because they kept messing with him. He was like, keep messing with me and watch what happened. You know what I'm saying? And it got to the point where they started wrestling with him, like messing, like both of them jumped on him, but he had his hand on it allegedly. But yeah, he protected himself, because at first he didn't never have his hand on nothing. He was just chilling. But they come over there messing with him over and over and over. You don't belong over here and all this stuff. So, I mean, I'm going to do the same thing. I mean, I'm not about to get jumped. Like, I got to protect myself too. And this kid, I think he got a 4.0 GPA, athlete, doing this thing. He don't even look like he getting in no trouble. Exactly. But I've been seeing this. Go ahead. My bad.
I just want to, Mac, you can finish, but I just want to say, if they instigating it too, it's just like, what bothers me, Mac, about this stuff in America, bro, and all over the world, but definitely here, it's like stuff that shouldn't even be a thing, like stuff that shouldn't even stand up in court. Now, you know what I'm saying, is now here it's questionable. It's like, was he just chilling, or did he say something? Like, bro, if it's like, it's nothing's cut and dry here. You know what I'm saying? They say you know what I'm saying, you innocent until proven guilty, but I feel like that only works half the time, or that's only for
that shit reverse that. It's the other way around.
Other way around. It's the exact. You get what I'm saying, Mac? And it's just like, I'm not saying that don't look into the case, don't look into it, but what I'm saying is, it just, cases like this automatically be having a stigma by it. You know what I'm saying? To me, it automatically it be leaving a bad taste in my mouth because it's like, y'all gonna go to trial, allow these dudes to appeal this case that look cut and dry, and then you gonna have your people who, you know what I'm saying, more to that ism side, who gonna always say, well, you know what I'm saying? Well, no, they deserve this, they deserve that. But like you said, if the shoes was flipped and it's two black, you know what I'm saying, twins rolling up on a, you know what I'm saying, young white athlete who got a 4.0, da 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 da, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Are we gonna say, you know what I mean, give them a fair trial, or did they, you know what I mean? Like, are we going to go to every length to try to free, you know what I'm saying? The two, if the twins was black, would we go through this length to try to protect their, you know what I'm saying?
And pull up old pictures of them and look at him. He because they got pictures of Carmelo out now. I think AI of him throwing up the middle finger, holding the AK with a do rag on. He don't even look like he get down like that, man.
Probably not. And like I said,
you know what I'm saying?
Man, you never.
It's crazy. It's evil people out here, man. And if anybody that's watching this ain't really paid attention to it, I mean, you do your own homework on it, but stay out the comments because that's where the poison at for real.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's really sad that it get like that, but you know that's the world we live in. They said you know, racism don't exist, but I mean, I ain't stupid. You know what I mean? But this just brings out what I'm already believing.
Yeah.
You know, and I got a bigger thought after we talk about the second topic that's really gonna bring all that together. But
all right.
But nah, I'm gonna let you finish. You got anything else on that, man?
No, I mean, like I said, Mac, unfortunately, I mean, this is definitely a new. I'm not trying to like rush through this topic or like make it seem like it's not important or less, you know what I mean, less prevalent, because it is. But unfortunately, like, kind of numb to this type of stuff. Not this particular case, because this is definitely a little different. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of like, you know, Carmelo prevailed. You know what I'm saying, in a way. But it's gonna be sad if you prevailed and got yourself out of, you know what I'm saying, the harm you was gonna catch there. But now you facing all this time. You get what I'm saying for this. And my bad, Mac, did one of the twins pass or no?
Yeah.
One of them?
The one he hit one and he passed away. So
that's what I'm saying. So now that they did now, I don't know, Mac. I ain't got too much. I think as the case unfolds, you know what I'm saying, and we can come back to it and actually, you know what I mean, see what happens, because it's sad, especially when somebody dies. I feel like that's gonna make the appeal go even stronger. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, on both sides. I don't know, man. That's a touchy subject.
I mean, it is, and to add to it, he won't even giving a jury of his peers either. You know how that go too.
Oh yeah,
you know, it's because it should have been a conflict of interest by his dad knowing the DA and the judge anyway.
Oh yeah,
you know that should have been thrown out.
It need to be spun to a whole nother, or that shit got to be tried by a whole nother judge or a whole nother, you know what I mean? Like, usually they'll do that. Like, you can't be friends. It's just like you know, some lawyers are fill-in judges. You know what I'm saying? Or they like, you know what I'm saying? Like substitute judges too. So let's say like your lawyer can't stand on. If your lawyer is substituting as judge that day, then your court case can't be tried that day. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Your lawyer can't try it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I had a lawyer, you know what I mean? I had a DUI lawyer, but you think that he gonna be able to do my case? Wow, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, bro, your case ain't gonna be on his docket. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. So I just feel like that it's the same. That's a conflict of interest, like you were saying. Like, bro, if y'all golf together, y'all drink beer together, y'all shoot guns together, whatever y'all do together, bro. Nah, man, don't have. You know what I'm saying? And that's the sad part, bro. It's the connect. That's what I want to say, Mac, real quick before we move on. The connections is crazy, man. Like, those connections get a lot of people off a lot of things. It's who you know. When they say it's not what you know, it's who you know. That's
a fact.
That's America, bro. Especially in cases like this. And I don't know, was this in the South?
I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah, I don't know.
Even if it's not, even if it's not, I just feel like that's just how America was built, bro. Like you don't have you don't have to be the smartest, the fastest, the whatever. You don't even have to be the best person most suitable for the job or position. Hey man, I went to school with your dad. I went to high school with your uncle. He said you need a job. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'll give you one. Not saying there's 12 other people more qualified than you, but since I know your peoples, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, go ahead. Come take this 6 figures real quick.
You feel what I'm saying? Since me and your dad was, you know what I'm saying? Me and your dad used to play lacrosse together. You get what I mean? Like, it's just, and a lot of us, I'm just saying, it's crazy. I don't know, this shit can get deep, but a lot of times, those people, the people they know, even if they get, let's say, and it happens for us too, but let's say, his dad, because I don't know what the twins' dad does or whatever, but let's say he just work at the steel mill. He just work at the, you know what I'm saying? He just a mechanic or something. The fact that he has a friend that made it all the way to a judge lets you know the difference in, you know what I'm saying? We might know one or two doctors, or we might know some people in the you know what I'm saying, in the military or something, but how many times you know, coming out the black community, you know a judge, or you know what I'm saying, or a high-ranking attorney, you know what I'm saying, where you even got the chance to say, hey man, my son getting in a little tight spot, you think you could, you know what I'm saying? We don't even be in a position to have those conversations. It's just it's crazy how a regular ass person can have, you know what I'm saying, connections to a judge just off of, you know what I'm saying? It's just crazy to me. So I mean, but that's how life goes. Not saying that, and that they can spin it on us. Well, not enough of y'all trying to be judges or whatever. They can say whatever. But what I'm saying is, just look at that. Like, you can have an average blue collar American, you know what I'm saying, with connections to a judge just because they grew up in the same, you know what I'm saying, place or something.
Right.
So I just think that's the crazy part. But nah, Mac, I think as this unfolds, man, we got to keep an eye on this. Hopefully,
for sure.
Like I said, RP to, because like I said, if they kids, bro, this dude, if he was to live maybe 10 years later, 12 years later, he might be like, yo, I was an asshole as a kid, or I was a bully. And you know what I mean? People change, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So as he grew, if he had the chance to grow old or get older, maybe he would be like, bro, I wouldn't even be. We was on bullshit back in high school, growing up on people doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know dudes who who used to be on bullshit, and they kind of like, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes it take time. So it's hard for me to judge a kid because, you know, it's easy when you feel like you can move your weight around, and at that age, it's like, why not? You get what I'm saying? If I can bully
especially
people,
if you're already doing that on your dad.
Like I said, so anybody else don't matter. Like I said, anybody else don't matter. So like, hey, bro, I'll bully my dad and come back bully you. It don't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? So
who's gonna stop me?
That's what I feel. I mean, somebody definitely did, but I think that mentality.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I think that mentality is a childlike mentality. You feel what I'm saying?
That's
so
what it is, yeah.
So he ain't have time to grow out of that. So I will give that man grace for that. But at the end of the day, don't matter what age you are, bro. You know, you wouldn't want nobody to be bullying you. So you get what I'm saying? That's where everybody. Well, he didn't know no better. Nah, bro. If you pinch somebody, you know how that shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get pinched. You know how that shit feel.
Right.
But if you going around pinching motherfuckers, don't. You know what I'm saying? So don't say you don't know. He don't know. Yeah, he know, because maybe if he hasn't been bullied, he's seen movies where people been bullied. He's seen, you know what I'm saying? He's watched videos in class of anti-bullying shit. You know what a bully is, bro. So if you taking on that role, you know what I'm saying? Then, you know, hey, the thing is, every bully think that, hey, that day ain't gonna come, or everybody gonna fold, and everybody ain't on that. You know what I'm saying? Some motherfuckers is gonna get you up off of them. So, but nah, that's all I got to say on that until we find out some more, man. Hopefully that man, like I said, shout out to Cardi for that, because that's going to come in clutch, because a lot of the times that's what they'll do too, try to bleed that man out, know that man ain't got no bread, and you know what I'm saying, go ahead and win it that way. But with $5 million, bro, you can get a good attorney for it, depending on their price. You can get a good attorney for a couple years to cut, you know what I'm saying, to cover that. So maybe they can outlast that fight, but hopefully 2 lives aren't lost in this. You get what I'm saying, Mac? Like, hopefully Bo don't end up going to prison for most of his life because of this. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, they still kids, bro. And 2-on-1, I defended myself, regardless if I'm not supposed to have this knife on school property or wherever we was at. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where it was at, but but nah, Mac, we'll touch back on that, man, the more we find out.
One more thing, because while you was talking, it just clicked. Like this boy, he just turned 17. They gave him like 30-something years. Like
That's
that
your
don't.
life.
That don't make sense to give a kid that much time for
It's
getting
first
bullied.
in his first offense,
You know what
probably
I'm
too.
saying? Like that
Yeah,
don't make no sense to me. But
bro.
yeah,
For that man to be looking at coming out at, you know what I'm saying, almost 50 years old at 17, bro. That's almost, you can't even fathom that. You know
for
what I'm saying?
defending itself.
For defending myself is crazy. So,
But nah,
go ahead, Mac.
yeah,
You wanna
we'll definitely keep up with it. You know what I'm saying? And pay attention to that definitely, because
Okay.
I mean it's all over the internet. It ain't going nowhere.
No,
Hopefully
it's
it
not.
don't. You know how shit like to fly by, but some shit just need to stay
And
in
they'll
the
fly.
algorithm.
It'll fly under the radar, but this is something we need to keep an eye on. Even if they do try to hide it, Mac, we'll keep it in our. Make sure we keep an eye on it and keep good, because that. I definitely want to know the verdict of that whenever. And who knows how long they're gonna string it along? Like you said, you know what I'm saying? Like they definitely gonna string that shit along, but damn, bro, it's always something, Mac. Like this
And
world.
it ain't getting no better.
It's really not. It's really not. It's more like, and it's weird. You know why it's weird, Mac? I'll say this. It's weird to me because this is still one of the most softest. Like we don't know, because there's other. Like I said, bro, with a lot of errors, there was a lot of zestiness going on and things of that nature. But what I'm saying is, this is like one of the most. And I mean, I don't know about everywhere else, but man, it feels like across the world too a little bit, as far as more accepting to, you know what I mean, different things. Like this is kind of the softest, and the like it feel like the softer the world getting is also the harsher. You get what I'm saying? Like the less shit you can say online, the more people they promote and be whatever you want to be. You know what I'm saying? You can do whatever you want to do. You can change whatever. You can change your sex. You can do whatever you want to do. So people have more rights, but then it's like the shit is still fucked up. You get what I'm saying? People still. I don't know. It's
like it's
weird,
going off the rails in a way. Yeah.
Wait, you get what I'm saying? Like you got this is the most progressive time, but it's also still like some of the most shystiest, you know what I'm saying, stuff going on. But now, I feel like the world is always like that, but I feel like now it's never been promoted, all this freedom and this, but then you still got people doing people dirty in every way possible too. You get what I'm saying? Like it I don't know. I think a lot of times, just the time we living in, we just comment on that because that's all we know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's definitely nasty work out here, man, for sure. But,
yeah.
Mac, you wanna
crazy.
Take us to our next.
Yeah, more drama, more tragedy. Honestly, same. Book, different chapter. And South Carolina. I'm gonna read off these notes. South Carolina jury. The 14-year-old boy, R.P. Cyrus Belton. He was 14 and was shot in the back by. I ain't even gonna try to pronounce his name. His last name Chow, Chinese owner. I'll give a quick rundown if you ain't heard. So Cyrus went to the store. It's on video. He went, and as soon as he came in the store, he was being followed around. You know what I mean? Like not even able to breathe really to try to shop for himself. But he ended up getting some water. The mother, it's a family-owned store. The mother came up right behind him, basically just stalking him. My bad. I was gonna say staring him down, but stalking him. And
hurry up and buy
in the video, exactly. So he was just like, you know what I mean? Like, man, nah, I ain't shopping here. That's the vibe I got. So he put all the water back, everything back. Left out the store, walked out the store, not like he was on some sneaky shit. Then in the video, the dad, he come running out the store. Made his son come with him, or told his son to come with him. They start running, and then he seen them running at him, so he started running, to get away. Because he see two people running at him. He trying to figure out what's going on. Runs, he ended up losing his shoes, dropped both of his phones, with his phone and his mom's phone, and end up being shot in the back. And then they tried to say that he had a gun. Nobody found no gun. You shot him in the back. He's fleeing the scene, so he's not posing any threat.
No.
And you killed him. You know what I'm saying? Then he goes. Chow goes to court. Him and his son. Chow wasn't allowed to testify in court because if he was to testify on his own behalf in court, they would have brought up the other incidents where he shot other people in the past, and that's how he like kind of weaseled out of that, and it ended up getting a not guilty verdict. You know what I'm saying? And that's even crazier. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna say this, it's just like, yeah, we keep screaming racism. Well, when you see it, you call it. Like, what else you expect us to do? Well, I'm gonna just speak for me. What else you expect me to do? Just sit here and act like that's normal, because that's not normal. For one, that's a child. If you got children, then you feel a type of way, and you see it. You can see it on video. You can see the man put the stuff back. You saw it,
right?
And then you got this clown with this history of being violent coming into the black neighborhood selling stuff, and he glad to take our money, but he want to accuse everybody of stealing, and that, like I said, there's videos of him doing this to females and everything, so it's like, nah, I don't get it. I'm gonna call bullshit because it is, and RIP to him, to the young man that lost his life, and
Cyrus, right?
Cyrus, yeah. So it's just like, I don't understand, how that even happened. And the crazy part is, okay,
they tell you don't chase nobody.
Yeah.
I know in this state they say you can't, in Virginia, you technically, motherfucker come and break in your house and sit down, as long as they ain't threatening your life, you ain't supposed to use deadly force. But I just heard laws where if somebody's running, my thing is, if whatever he's stealing, let's say he did steal some water, unless he motherfucker running out with y'all stash, you know what I'm saying, with y'all safety deposit box or whatever, or y'all safety joint y'all about to drop off at the bank, like, you gonna shoot that man for some waters and probably some candy? If that, I'm not trying to put nothing on him, but
well, yeah. And now look real quick, the gun laws in South Carolina, they kind of basically, you can't do anything if they retreating, basically,
right?
Unless you think it's danger or something like that. It's basically like Virginia, kind of. You know what I'm saying? So
you can't. So he in the wrong for that, but it still got off.
Right. But that the thing is, what you say in the first thing, it ain't about what you know, it's who you know. And they say he got money. I mean, he got multiple businesses that we know of too, because it happened at the gas station that he owned, and then the people, they went out there and shut that down, protesting and stuff, and then they found out he had a restaurant, so they went and shut that down too. So who knows how many businesses he got.
He really does own and operate. See, and that, Mac is nasty work. And I want to say this too. I mean, because we, like I said, this has been an old thing. They made fun of it in not Menace to Society, and which one was the one with the old dog though? When old dog and them shut
Don't Be a Menace.
Don't Be a Menace.
No, Menace to Society. Yeah,
that's what I was saying. Menace to Society, right? Yeah. So
Don't
that's
Be
what I'm
a Menace
saying.
Is the
now you see, that's the reverse side, where you know what I mean. Well, if it's really went in there to rob, and you know what I'm saying, or really went in there to, you know what I mean, to prove a point or do whatever. But I'm just saying that whole beef, or that whole narrative they paint between the agents and us. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, at them stores, bro, you already know what you already mean. Like, that's why I said hurry up and buy. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Because that's
what's crazy though.
What's that?
Because you keep bringing up points that I done seen. Another Chinese store owner posted a big ass poster in the window that say "Hurry up and buy," and it's a scene from the movie after this shit happened.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying?
And people making jokes out of it. And see, Mac, I stay away from the comments and the social media, but I saw. Of course, I knew people. You already know what's going on in the comments. People gonna retaliate with however they feel, and you know what I mean. But when I was watching, you already know. I watched a clip from Deontay Kyle. He was basically talking about from the Grits and Eggs or whatever podcast. But he was basically talking about. I guess it was another Chinese owner who was like, she's tired of, the niggerism. And that was her words being used, like, you know what I mean, black people playing the victim. And she's an Asian woman, but she was talking like you know what I mean? She was talking like she was a white-blooded American. That's what's crazy to me. But he was basically saying, like, they so privileged over here that they feel like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He was basically saying, bro, if it wasn't for us, y'all wouldn't even be having these jobs over here. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. Not saying, but basically he was saying we was the ones working here first type of thing. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but it was just crazy that she, you know, and then you got the Chinese owners who feel the same type of way, like, hey, Bull shouldn't have been in the store acting suspicious. Like, they steal from us all the time, and you get what I'm saying? But if you pay attention, man, this is my whole thing. Like, don't get me wrong, bro. Like, especially not in our area, but in a lot of those Chinese people, bro, they set up shop right in the hood, bro, or right in the lower income communities, bro.
Right.
Like, that's where that's where their nail salons are. That's where they, you know what I'm saying? That's where they,
the liquor store,
I mean?
all that.
Liquor store, all that is there. So it's like you thriving off these people, the check cashing places. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just them. It's not just Asians. You know what I'm saying? You got you know what I mean? Middle Eastern people do the same thing. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like all their shops are, you know what I mean, right around, you know what I mean, impoverished people. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of impoverished people look like us. So that's just what it is. So it's like you make a living off these people. You know what I'm saying? But then you don't like them, which is, I think that's just the nature of America anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like the rich people don't really want to be around the poor people, but they need the poor people to buy their products. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's just like that catch-22 thing. But Mac, man, it's just like when something like you said, the man is not facing you, bro. He ran off. Like, you had to want to do that. You know what I'm saying? You got to want to chase somebody down to shoot him. You get what I'm saying? And over suspicion of stealing is crazy. Like I said, if that man running down with y'all safe, with y'all's with the last of y'all's money, like if this money gets taken and we ain't gonna be able to pay, you know what I'm saying, whatever this month for the shop to stay open or something, I still don't permit killing a man. But I don't know, Mac. This shit's sad though, to be honest. Like, I don't be knowing what to say because we just said it so many times. You get what I'm saying? I ain't saying us on this podcast. I'm just saying us as a people. You just you see this shit and it's just like, yeah, we know it's sad. Yeah, we know it makes you angry, but now it gets to the point where, and I ain't trying to say it numb you, but it's just like, damn, bro, what else am I supposed to feel? You feel what I'm saying? Like, we know it's wrong, but the man already got acquitted. You feel what I'm saying? Or, you know what I mean? So I don't even know what's next with that. Like, what else would you do? You know what I'm saying?
I honestly, I'd be feeling like, look, if y'all feel like we steal all the time or, you know, complaining so much, then go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. If that's how you feel, if you hate a group of people that bad, then go somewhere else and get your money then. Why are you still here? You know, and it's been videos of these people, like the lady you talking about, and there's a guy who's like, y'all wouldn't be nothing without us. Y'all need us. And, you know, talking about the Asian, how if they weren't in the hood, then we would be nothing. Basically what he's saying. And I'm just like, man, get out of here with that, man. I'm saying, like, RP to the kid for real. But these people that you know push that agenda and talk like that, I ain't got no respect for them. And it's just like, it is what it is, because I'm not gonna be Al Sharpton for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just tell you how I feel, you know. And not no disrespect to him, but I'm just saying, like, at a point in time, it's gonna have to be an eye for an eye. Because if we keep getting disrespected, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, which is why, and like I said, I had wanted to rap like the first two topics and I had this idea, and I think I'm a victim of it. You know what I'm saying? And this, I feel, I'm gonna just go ahead and just jump into it. I feel like that the shit that get pushed on social media, especially with this racist stuff, is like it's a plan. I feel like it could be like a plan to like divide and conquer type of thing, to where, like I said, stay out the comments, because the comments is nothing but poison, and everybody just stabbing each other, and there's so much going on that it's trickling to the streets. You know, it could possibly trickle to the streets. Let me just say that. So where, on a bigger scale, on a way bigger scale, this is where I was thinking.
Go ahead.
It could be something where, all right, let's say it get out of control, and people just in an uproar, you know what I'm saying? And then the next thing they want to do is incorporate martial law on us, because we're unruly. Not just blacks, because now you got black, white, and Asian.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Think about that.
Yeah.
So
it's spreading out.
You know, and I'm just looking at it like that. I'm just like, so, because on my timeline, that's all I see, back to back to back. No matter where I go, it's somewhere. It's there. It's like, and everybody just getting madder and madder. And I seen people that I'm friends with, like, man, I'm so tired of seeing this. It ain't just me. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, so why? Like, why? You know, it could be to rub it in a group of people's face. It could be that, but I don't feel like that. I feel like it's more so, it's to divide and conquer. You know, and I kind of got caught up in that for a brief second. And I was like, but it's like, it got to be a bigger picture to it. It got to be a reason for them to do this.
And I understand that, Mac. And it is definitely, and like you said, you want to, that's why we got to hold ourselves to the higher standard, Mac, because we all human. You're going to slip up. You might see something that you can't go look past. You know what I mean?
Right.
But if you try to stay out them comments as much as possible, you don't get sunk into that sunken place. You know what I'm saying? You don't get pulled into that sunken place where now I'm trapped around all this negative and I got to, because you know as soon as you comment, gonna be 10, 15 people commenting on yours. Now you're gonna be back to try to defend. It's a never ending defend, because it's the thing about it, Mac. You can't win. I can't change the way you view something. You know what I'm saying? Right. You can try all you want, and that's why I stopped arguing with a lot of people, because a lot of people just argue for the sake of arguing. They're not arguing to see what you trying to say or to see a different angle. They arguing because it's something for them to do. They feel passionate about it, and this is how they gonna get their stress out for the day. And like I said, Mac, a lot of people don't have nothing positive going on, so all they want to do is argue with you, and then go tell their friends about how they argue with you. That's the highlight of their day. I had to cuss these two niggers out online today. Stupid son of a bitch, don't know. You know what I'm saying? They go tell their wife to tell their friends that, like, that's the fun. That's the highlight of their day. Where us, we like, hey, bro, hey, I went to the gym today. I got this podcast done. I'm trying to do that. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of them motherfuckers don't. A lot of people on the internet, they live for that shit. Like, they can't wait for something spicy to be a spicy topic to come up, for they can be in the comments for the next 12 hours going, you know what I mean, coming back and checking. And like I said, Mac, it take a lot of willpower, because I see some shit sometimes, and sometimes I'll comment, but I comment one thing and I'll leave. But I usually don't comment on too much political shit or nothing like that. Like, if I see a video and it's just like some ill shit going on, I'm like, come on, bro, this shit is whack. Like, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to racism and shit, it's just, I don't even like opening up my heart for that type of energy, because I know what's coming.
Yeah.
And my thing is, my comment ain't gonna change the way you feel about me or my people. It's not. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can say, I can type out something well written with a bunch of facts in it to show that this is, you know what I mean, why my way is the better way to look at it, or why I'm looking at it this way. And it don't have to be the better way to you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just trying to show you why my stance holds weight. You know what I'm saying? Regardless.
Right.
And people don't care. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like me because of my skin or whatever else, or my culture or whatever else, if you don't like me because of that or my ethnic background, then there's nothing I can do online. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't face to face. It's gonna change that. So it is smart for, if you can vibrate high enough, or try to not even engage in that shit, man, because all it's gonna do, and it mess up and the way my heart is, I'm an empath, so I be feeling shit, so I'll be thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? For the rest of the day, it can be some shit that's small to somebody else, but that shit'll bother me. You know what I'm saying? Or just ignorance bothers me, Mac. You know what I'm saying? And we all have been ignorant, but ignorant where you just disregard everybody else's feelings. I can't stand that type of ignorance, bro. You just on here saying some ill shit. When, like I said, a lot of them, now people getting more brave, more and more brave by the day, Mac. I'll give them that. But a lot of these people not like that, Mac.
Right.
Especially if you catch them somewhere without their gun. Or you know what I mean? You catch them at their kid's soccer game or some shit like that. They not gonna talk that racist shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as they get behind that, you know what I'm saying? Or they get a couple beers in them, they got their gun on them, or they sitting at the bar with their guys, or they sitting on the porch with you know what I mean? Now they the most racist motherfuckers in the world. You know what I'm saying? Well, they letting it out, but then you see them in public, or hey bud, or how, you know what I'm saying? They'll switch. I hate them, but those are the people. Those are the keyboard warriors for real. Now we got some outrights. We got some Bud Chud the Builders or whatever. They out there.
Yeah.
But you also got some. Hey, they'll speak to you in the, you know what I mean? They'll speak to you in the grocery store, speak to you in passing. Hey, how you doing? Go home and talk about you like a dog. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
oh yeah.
This is I like these episodes be necessary, Mac, but I also be looking at it like, bro, this shit is heavy, man. Like this shit's heavy because, like you said, the agenda behind it. Who knows? You get what I'm saying? And
right.
And like I said, I always think it ain't even the agenda. I'm gonna tell you, I say this, Mac. The agenda comes in with the verdict. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that they going, you know what I mean? People hate people, period. I don't think they went down there and convinced this Chinese owner, because obviously he likes doing that shit because he get a rush out of doing it because he been doing it. I'm not saying, I'm not one of the people like, oh, they down there, they giving him money to shoot black people, or they conspired. It's a conspiracy for him to shoot. No.
Right.
They know, they already feed the propaganda. They already know this is a racial division. The government comes in with they shit with the verdict. That's where they control shit, because they know what that does. Black child dying, you know what I'm saying, with his back turned, you know what I'm saying, that's already, you know what I mean, that's already heavy, that's already something. But that's not the conspiracy to me. The conspiracy is when we get to go to court and it looks, all signs say that this shit, you know what I'm saying, this man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's slap in the face.
That's where it gets nasty, and that's where you can start to be like, hey man, this shit is, you know what I mean. What's the point of this? Because, like you said, bro, if the shoe was on the other foot, you know what I'm saying. If a black owner chased down a Chinese kid, bro, you can't, you know what I'm saying, or a Middle Eastern kid, or whatever, bro, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's so crazy because we know things that we innately know things in the black culture that if you just ain't a crash out, you know that you can't do that. Like, you know that the consequences of you doing that. I feel like they feel so freely, and not the second what Deontay was saying, but like he was saying, they feel like they're not a minority. You get what I'm saying? They feel like, even though they are still, it's like, no, they feel like they on the other side. Like, oh, I'm a business owner. You know what I mean? Which makes them feel and talk like other business owners we know. You know what I'm saying, Mac? I feel like they feel closer to that sometimes than to their own culture because they've been here so long. You know what I mean? I've been in America 20 years. I own this many, you know what I'm saying? Like, I still got my accent, but it ain't as strong. My kids talk perfect English. You know what I'm saying? So, for me, I feel like they feel like, oh, man, we not the problem in America. These people are. Like, you get what I'm saying? Right. Like, and I feel like they not all of them, Mac, because I done met some nice, you know what I'm saying, some decent,
yeah,
you know
me
what
too,
Chinese
yeah.
people on it. Like, they really there just grinding and, you know what I'm saying, and serving food to the community. But then you got these ones where it's like, bro, what you trying to prove? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, how do you, like, you do forget that you know what I'm saying, you migrated here. You do forget that, like, and you killing people who was born here. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that the dude wasn't born here. He could have been the father. You know what I'm saying? I know the kids are, but you got to think about it, Mac. A lot of those people wasn't born here. Like, the people who own, like, the dads and granddads, they migrated here. You know what I'm saying? Then their kids was born here. That's different. But you coming from a different country and killing people who was born here. You get what I'm saying? You killing and shooting motherfuckers who've been citizens here their whole life. That's what's crazy to me. And then America letting you get off on it. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, do you really care about America like that? Like, your own, obviously we see the shit that goes on, Mac. It's like they don't care about their own people a lot, bro. Like, as far as, and this conversation could go deeper a 100 different ways. But like I said, Mac, we done talked a little bit about stuff like this before, but if America really cared about its people like that, man, like I said, more healthcare would be way cheaper or free. You get what I'm saying? Community colleges would be a lot more colleges would have more not just giving out grants, not just giving out you know what I'm saying, paid tuitions or whatever like that. Bro, why is it not? It should be free trade schools, free thing. You know what I'm saying? If you really care about the nation growing up, and you know what I'm saying. But nah, we care about waving the biggest stick, so that's where we gonna spend our money. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes us feel the safest. You know what I'm saying? If we the number one military, then that makes us feel the safest. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool, and I understand that. But I don't know, man. I don't know, Mac. It's gonna send me on another tangent, man. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. We can go deeper into it. Another thing is, but it's sad, man. R.I.P. To that young man, bro. R.I.P. to Cyrus. Because, like I said, regardless of what his, and I don't know that kid's history or whatever, but regardless, man, you don't deserve to die over stealing, man. Like I said, even back in the day, they'll cut your hand off or finger off. They ain't gonna kill you. They catch you stealing. You feel what I'm saying? That's the difference.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You live to fight. You live to, you know what I'm saying, to learn, do another day. But like I said, bro, and then you gonna say he had a gun and he ain't have a gun. Like that's the old notion too. Like why are we doing that still? You know what I mean? I'm not, you trying to plant money, plant drugs on the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he had this, he had that. Nah, bro. But yeah, Mac, I don't want to. That's a heavy topic, but
yeah, that was that.
You know where we stand. Like I said, I try to be fair in all situations and look at both sides of stuff, but sometimes that ain't how it work, man. It's just nasty all the way around. You ask me, you know what I mean? Some things can't. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it where it's at, man. Cause
and it's tough. It's tough even going. It ain't funny, but going from this into the last topic. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, but the only way.
Go ahead.
It is, and I was gonna say the only time they love us.
Now, it's times like this. It's times
like this. I'll let you set it off. But go, I'll
set it off, man. Last night, the New York Knicks, man, won their first championship since the 70s. I think it's like 56 years or something since 77, something like that. So, something like that. But I think that the last time they was on a playoff team or made a run like that, I think that Jalen Brunson's dad was involved or played or was involved or something like that on the team. The last time that they was, you know what I'm saying, in contention or had a good team. But bro, shout out to New York Knicks. They beat the Spurs by 4 points. Nobody. Like I said, I wanted the Knicks to win just because I'm not even a Knicks fan. Everybody, Mac, it was funny the whole trip. Everybody kept seeing me like, "Hey, yo, your team did good." I had the Ewing jersey on, and then one dude saw me with the Ewing shoes and was like, "Hey, man, y'all's team is doing good." I'm like, "Bro, I like Ewing. Don't mean I like, you know what I'm saying?"
Like, you been
a lot of
rocking
people,
with that,
they see you with a jersey and they just think that's your team. I'm like, bro, we not at that. That's not. I don't know. I'm not a super fan like that. You get what I'm saying? To where I'm only wearing the jersey of my team. But anyway, I want to shout out to the Knicks. You know, New York in mayhem right now. They going, they going crazy.
The city probably is. Yeah, they ain't going to sleep yet.
You know it's been some ride. I said, bro, they acted out on game one. I'm like, yo, they treating game one like it's game 7. Like,
man, did you see some of the videos of the ripping the dude's jersey off? They had the Spurs jersey, like he was walking, and they just ripping the man's jersey off. Then it was another video.
Doing them like
it was another video, man. It's bad. It was bad in New York. It was a dude with a Spurs jersey. I think he had a Duncan jersey on. So he was surrounded, and you see a camera. All you see is a dude's hand come up behind his head and try to light the man's head on fire, bro.
No, because he got his...
I say, yo, these niggas is ruthless, boy.
They serious out there, bro. I'm telling you.
I said, the man here, he was like this. He was like this with his hands up, like, you know, like what? Y'all, I don't know if they lost or won, but they was like, you know, talking that sports talk.
Yeah.
But he was surrounded by nothing but New York Knicks fans. And you just see somebody's arm come out. He tried it like 3 times. Yeah. And it light on fire. I was like, yo.
They take that
crazy.
shit way too serious up there, man. But, like, I understand they've been waiting for so long, you know what I'm saying, for something like that. But I just think it's a great story because nobody really gave him a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know the New York people did and some people did, but for the majority, bro, when they was doing them polls, like, people was taking the Spurs to, you know what I'm saying, win it off, especially after they beat.
Let me tell you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, let me tell you this crazy story, man. I'm beating myself up to this day.
Well, what happened?
So, all right, so at my job around the Super Bowl, allegedly one of my coworkers won like $90K on betting on that Super Bowl. We don't know how true that is, but anyway. So, right the day after the Super Bowl, I'm at work. I went on FanDuel. I was like, shit, he did that. Let me try something. So, I put $20 for the New York Knicks to win the championship. Right? Yeah. Wait a minute. Let me tell you the nasty part.
Yeah.
So, like a month later after that, tell me why I took the money back out.
No, you changed your mind? Yo, that's
man,
crazy,
look,
man.
I swear I swear on everything. I'm still mad. Bro. Because right after the Super Bowl, right after the Super Bowl, I put it in just to be like, let me see. And I should have left it in. I'll never forget that, man. Never, ever.
Man. because
I don't even know how much money I would have won, but
well, you would have went crazy. Like I said, it depends on the odds, but you still would have came out some grand,
Yeah.
at least a couple grand, at least, or more, if not more, because you making that prediction so early. Like that's what they say. Like you can do that shit with the NFL season too. It's like pick who you think will win, and it multiplies so much because like ain't nothing started yet. Nobody knows what's gonna happen, who gonna be healthy, no nothing. So if you put in your pick now, like you know what I'm saying, you basically taking the most risk. Like instead of waiting to the playoffs and being like, oh, I think such and such gonna win. Like, bro, you don't even know if the team gonna make it to the playoffs. But I'm saying we gonna win right now. Like, that's crazy though, Mac, bro.
I'm
that
pissed,
20 could have turned. That 20 could have turned about
2
10
bands or
grand.
something, man.
I'm telling you, Mac, it all depends.
Damn.
It depends on the odds in Vegas and all that shit. Look, Mac scratching, Mac rubbing his head.
Well, palm sweating and everything, boy, I hurt to tell that story. I'm gonna be about 80 years old, man.
That's
still telling that story. Like, damn, I don't know what, man. Like,
because something had to tell you that the Knicks was gonna win for you to even do that, though.
All right, let me tell you exactly what happened. So, I'll be watching It Is What It Is with Mason Cam.
Yeah.
And they had said something in the earlier episode. It was like, I could see the Knicks going to the championship. Like, I think it might have been Mace that just casually said it, and this was back then. So when he won the Super Bowl bet, and then I thought about that. So he was like, I just want to pick a team that nobody gonna think gonna win, and I just picked them, man. And I was like, I should have kept that motherfucking money in there, boy. I swear, oh, man. Then people I'm working with.
No, go ahead. I was thinking about it. No, that same thing. I was thinking about doing it for the football, like. I was like, shit, bro, I can pick. I don't know what team to pick, but pick a team now, put like 100 on it, 150, and be like, hey, with this team. And you can do it with multiple teams. You could have put 20 on like 5 teams, a little 100, and one of them make it. You know what I'm saying? I be thinking about doing that, so it ain't like it's more. You got more of a chance than just, you know what I'm saying, putting the one in. But I don't know, bro. I'm one that I don't want to get into that betting, that gambling, because I be addicted to that motherfucker. If I don't let me win once or twice, now nigga think he can't lose. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's where they get you. Oh, we give you about 4,000 or 5,000, nigga. Don't worry about it. We're gonna take 10 from you. I just saw they said if you seen that man Ha Davis on the Shannon Sharp said he lost $500,000, but that, I mean, when you spending 50 to 100,000 a bet, you probably is, you know what I mean? You can probably run out of that shit, or 20,000 a bet, you probably run out of that shit quick. But Mac, I just want to say this ain't nothing to drag on too long. I know the Knicks fans, they already celebrating. We don't need to, you know what I'm saying? We don't need to celebrate too much more.
They gonna celebrate until the next season starts.
Bro, they talking, I know they probably thinking repeat. They already probably talking repeat. But their team is nice, man. Like I said, Jalen Brunson and his father, that's a dope story. Cat finally got one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I said, OG bought out that tip man, bro. That's the.
That was crazy. I saw that. Yeah, he came out of nowhere.
That's what they're gonna talk about. That comeback with that tip in. That's what they're gonna talk about for the rest. You know what I mean? So I think that they're gonna go down as one of the most historical teams, not just in New York history, but in NBA history by the way they did it. And they won before they lost to the Spurs, bro, they had won 12 games, 11 to 12 games, playoff games straight. Like that had never been really, you know what I'm saying? I think the Lakers was the only people. I think the Lakers went 15-1 one year or something like that. You know what I'm saying? When Shaq and Kobe, they only lost one playoff game in the whole time. But for them to win 11, 12 in a row, and some statistics I heard today, it's only him. It's only Jalen Brunson and Michael Jordan in that category as far as I guess in the finals. Whatever type of
I don't know.
But it was some statistics that they're the only two to share that shit. So, like I said, for Jalen Brunson being undersized, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He's smart like they say he's 6'2", but they be like, you know, they be hyping that shit up in the paper. Boy, it might be 6'1", but to be that size, they saying guards like that usually don't win.
Oh, yeah.
They don't take over games, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, it's well-deserved. I like Wemby. I like the Spurs. I think the Spurs got a tough team. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, but I do think that they did found out. I think they didn't found out a blueprint to kind of like, you know what I'm saying? If they follow what the Knicks did, if they got the personnel to follow what the Knicks did, they can definitely knock him off his rocker a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Or throw him off.
He got to get in that weight room too.
Bro, I think it's so hard for him to carry. That's what they were saying. That's what a couple people were saying. That's what Joe Johnson was saying too, he need to, work on his lower body, like work on his squats and shit. But bro, when you so tall, you gonna be thin. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, he
and
can't help it. Yeah,
he can't help it, bro. And it's gonna be hard to carry around. I ain't really never seen nobody muscular that size. You get what I'm saying? Like Yao Ming was probably the most. Like Yao Ming was 3 something, and he was, you know what I mean. But he wasn't muscular. He was just, he had a little bit more body. But you know what I mean? It's just pause. But I don't know, man. I think it's gonna be hard for him to keep his same speed and his finesse and build muscle. I just say because he don't play like I said, for him to keep with be able to spin, step backs and all that, bro. You got to kind of be, you know what I mean, light on your feet. So if he build that muscle, then he got to be down on the block a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking. I don't know. I'm not a super basketball analyst, but I'm like, I don't know that many big people who gonna gain weight and then play the same way. You feel what I'm saying?
Either that or they need to get him a power forward. That's what I heard. He needs some help because he playing the center and the power forward. If he get a power forward, he ain't got to keep going out. He can just stay up under the bucket.
Yeah, stay up in the bucket. Yeah, if you get somebody slightly as tall as him or something, maybe a 7-footer there, like I said, who can board like him. But like I said, bro, he gonna be a problem. He's gonna get a championship, whether it be at San Antonio or somewhere else. Because, like I said, to be 22, bro, and to have stats like that ain't gonna be like by 27, bro. I say before then, but by 27, he gonna at least have 1 or 2 rings. And you know what I mean? Because, like I said, bro, all they need is one more piece. They whole team, I think they said the average age is 25. So, you know what I mean? Like,
and they already went to the chip.
To the
you know what I mean?
So ain't nowhere to go but up. You know what I'm saying? But,
right.
Congratulations to both teams, though, man. Like I said, Mac, hey, man. Like I said, basketball in a good space. We're gonna see what this football season looking like. I might try to make it to another game this year if I can. I'm gonna see how that go. But no, Mac, man. Hey, you got any other thoughts on the topics today?
Nah, I'm just pissed, man.
I know. That's why I kind of want to. That's why I kind of just want to. I don't know, man. This shit, it's not easy to talk about, Mac, and it definitely leave a stain on your brain for the day, and it be bothering me too, just thinking about it. Like, bro, this shit, especially things that shouldn't. I don't know, man.
I know what you talking about. I was talking about that money.
Oh, you stupid. Oh, yeah. No, I would be too, though, man. I would be too, because I don't know why I did. I was thinking about putting 100 on the Steelers or something, even though we wouldn't, because it's like the worst team. That's why I knew I was going to make a lot of money off that bet, because it's the odds. Like, because once I checked the odds, like, nigga, we ain't even thinking that the Steelers weren't even supposed to make it to the playoffs. So I'm like, if I put some money on them to make it, you know what I'm saying, to the Super Bowl, to actually make it, nigga, you gonna still, you know what I mean, get paid. But you right, though, Mac, like, boy, them odds would have came in your favor. You at least been up. You might have got 90 grand. You might have about 45. God damn.
Man.
But that's the only type of bets I would like to make, Mac. Like, I'm gonna do that before the football season, because that, like I said, put a little bit on everybody, and then that way I ain't betting every day or betting every game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that shit can be addicted. Then they can't even enjoy the game. You cussing out players for dropping the ball. That's my parlay up. Like, I just want to watch the game and enjoy the game. Like, I see my brothers mad. I'm like, bro, you mad at this man? You don't know this man. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. He don't even know you.
The man just got crushed. And you talk about hold the ball. That nigga helmet cracked. What you talking about? So no, man, good. Hey, try again next year, man. You might want to go with your gut feeling. You pulled that bread out. You should have.
Yeah.
But we all been there, man. You placed the bet.
I found a little strategy. This dude, he played for real. He gave me a little strategy. I'm gonna try it. So I'm gonna see if it work out. He said he made 8 bands off of it. So
sure, let me.
All right.
Like I said, I'm
gonna shoot you the sauce too.
Yeah. Trying to get me to do that shit too.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hey.
But shit.
Nah, bro, I'm telling you, Mac. Hey, people making a side hustle out of that shit for real. I know a dude told me he bought a car. You know what I'm saying? Off that shit. Like, hey, bro, I put the down payment on my car or whatever off that shit. I was like, damn, bro, like, motherfuckers is getting, you know what I mean? Like, if you can put on a little run, you can, you know what I'm saying? You can finesse some shit. So, but nah, we gonna see what happens, Mac, man. Like I said, I might get into it. I got FanDuel. I had one of them joints, but I never, like, I played the fantasy football. I came up like $30-$40 sometimes, but I ain't never did no parlay or nothing like that. So I might need to start trying just to see, you know what I mean? See what I can do. But I ain't trying to get addicted to that shit, Mac. I ain't trying to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'll be honest, bro. I'm telling you, I start saying, hey, don't let me see no bread come in. Shit, I'm gonna be like, oh, hold on, man. I might got something. I might got me a strategy, goddamn.
Hell
But,
yeah.
no, man. But nah, this been another episode of Lessons and Blessings, man. We back again. You already know it's your host who love to smoke, the Great Orange Hope, and I got my player partner, man, as always, man.
Man, it's J Mac, aka Mac at a Stack, man, and we back with another episode for you, man. Thank everybody that's been watching. We cooking up. We got some things in the works. Hey, y'all stay focused, stay blessed. Peace out.
Next time.